What's up, guys? It's Road to D-Walk. So, I'm back. It's been a little bit. Just got tied up with work and some other stuff. But here we are, making videos again, and we're going to see how this goes. Thanks so much to all the new subs. I can't believe we got over 50 so fast. That's incredible. Hopefully I can keep making videos that you guys like. And more on the topic of making stuff that you guys like, I have gone ahead and I've been working on a couple requests that I got. One was to make a Discord, which I actually have just got up running a little bit ago. It's the Battle Frontier. I'll post a link in the description. This is just stuff. I don't know. I think it'd be a good place to hang out and just talk about Pokemon in general. Pokemon. This is just my friends who I let in at the beginning just to make sure it didn't look too bad. Just a place to post team ideas. Lots of different ways to post these. I'm not sure what the best one is. I think I've been using Pokemon Showdown for it, so you can post either like the full exportable teams for Showdown. You can post it in the list like this. However you'd like. So there's that. Replays if people are looking to trade anything, and then just some general voice channels. I don't know. It'll surely evolve as you guys give me your input on what you'd like. This is a great place. I'm on Discord a lot more than I am on actual PokeMMO, so it's a great place to give me video ideas, tell me what you'd like to see. And speaking of people would like to see, the video today on what we're going to be getting into is actually an Infernape spotlight, as requested by Corey a long time ago. I've been working on that Infernape, and here it is now. So I'm not going to say for sure this is the best Infernape set, but I think it's really well positioned to deal with stall teams. Infernape has great moves against basically every defensive Pokemon. He at least 2-hit KOs all of them, but 1-hit KOs the vast majority, and here's what I'm using him for. So you have Hasty, because max speed is important, being that he's base like 102, I believe. Wait, base 113? What on earth? Okay, well, he's really fast. Regardless, Infernape is very fast. Garchomp's 102, what am I thinking? I'm not going to cut that out, I'm too lazy. But yeah, so here's what it does. He outspeeds most offensive Pokemon with just max speed, and then the EVs I have are 172 special attack. This allows your Grassnot to always get a 1-hit KO on Swampert. Also, the other stats being, I mean, they should be all 30s or 31s. 30s in the defensive stats just don't lower his stats at all, so I did that because I'm lazy. You put as much into attack as you can after that. This allows your close combat to always kill Blissey, your Overheat to always kill Skarmory, your Grassnot to always kill Swampert, and Pokemon like Max Fizdef Hippowdon are left on like 4% HP, so after like a layer of spikes, they're OHKO'd by Grassnot. Lots of different ways you can use them. So still decent against offensive teams because he's so fast. U-turn keeps up priority against the couple Pokemon you can't one-shot, like if you're expecting them to go Cofagrigus. Even then, Cofagrigus takes over 50% from Overheat. So, like, still not a good switch in. And, like, you're not weak to Will-O-Wisp or anything. So, in a pinch, I've just, like, beat down Cofagrigus with this guy. Like, he is the one Pokemon answer to stall teams. One shots a bulky Tyranitar that they could have. If they do throw a Starmie in front of you, cool, just U-turn out on it. Like, he can basically destroy a defensive team on his own. So, you build the rest of your team around countering other boosting sweepers, which could defeat Infernape, and soaking other offensive hits, which Scar and Bliss is great for. And I've also paired up a couple other sweepers. On this team, it's Volcarona to just mow through offensive teams after a boost. And this Tyranitar here probably should be a Dugtrio, just to remove Blissey so Volcarona can do its job. Without further ado, we're probably going to get into the video. So if you want to watch the battles, that's great. If you want to just look at the Discord stuff, I'll be posting that down below. All right, enjoy, guys. All right. What's up, guys? We're trying out this new Infernape team. What we have right now is Life Orb. I've got Hasty just because I was too lazy to get Naive. It's basically the same thing. Although it could come into play while I take slightly more damage from Extreme Speed and Mach Punch. U-turn close combat, Overheat Grassnot with the EVs set to always KO, max physical defensive, 4 special defense, EV Swampert with Grassnot, and always kill Blissey with close combat, and Skarmory with Overheat. And then max speed, of course. Okay, so this guy's team. Trick Room. Oh boy. I don't match up well into this, kind of at all. If I'm being honest. I'll lead Infernape. Let me try to think about how the match is going to go. So, thankfully, this probably isn't heat-proof. It is most likely that other thing. Which I've forgotten. I kind of want to overheat here, just get a lot of its health off. Cool. That's gonna smack Hippowdon. Boop. Yeah, it's probably Levitate, so it couldn't take that. Yeah. This is amazing. I almost want to close combat here, just to threaten to get rid of this thing once and for all. Because I could U-turn, or Grass Knot, which would kill it, but... Well, Grass Knot would kill it, U-turn wouldn't. But... I just don't want to give him any extra advantage here. Letting him heal this thing up will let me bring in Starmie. So if he goes for rocks or heal, U-turn into Starmie is a good play. He isn't going to go Earthquake here. That doesn't make any sense. I'll U-turn. Okay, yeah, I think him sacking it to close combat was the correct play for him there. So I almost did that, but then chickened out at the last second. So now that turn 1 play is a bit ruined, but yeah. Yep, I need to hit him with the knot. Okay. Now he gets to bring in his Pokemon that takes no damage from Starmie, which is a lot of them. It's fine, though. I just want to chase this thing out and not let him get rocks up on my side of the field. Yeah. Cool. We're just going to... Whoa. Not going to lie, that did a bit less than I expected. I thought it would be a 3-hit KO. Although he's not lefties, so could be Shell Bell? No. No World Rich Shell Bell. Could be Shed Skin, I mean. To try to avoid it getting trapped on this team. I'm going to keep wearing him down, actually. The reason is that I want to use something that will kind of just stall out the Trick Room turns that I'm assuming he's going to set up now. Yeah. So if I can get this thing low enough, it won't be able to set up Trick Room in anything's face later on. And because it's Trick Room, this is probably min speed, which means my Blissey is probably faster. So in a pinch, if he brings it on Blissey, I might be able to Seismic Toss it. Now, I'm just going to Surf. Cool. Light Screen is totally fine with me. Because turn 1... What's that? Now, we'll hit him with this. He's not taking very much damage from us, but we're just trying to whittle down those turns. Oh, okay. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. That gives him a free switch out, basically. So I lose a lot of Starmie HP, and Starmie isn't a very great check against Conkeldurr anymore, which is sad. But we did stall out 2 turns of Trick Room. Okay, cool. He brings in this thing. Calm Mind makes a bit of sense here, but if he just drops a hard Focus Blast on me, I'm in a world of hurt. Ooh. So, if he drops Focus Blast right now, we go... Wait, Trick Room's still up. I'm a bit of a brainlet. I'm not gonna lie there. I should have switched to Blissey. Okay. No. It's fine. I guess we're just hoping that he doesn't have Focus Blast. Very unlikely. Or that he misses. Slightly likelier. Alternatively, we switch to... Volcarona here, expecting that he does Focus Blast and that it does miss. That's not a terrible idea. Volcarona will take very little from Focus Blast. The sand will hurt it, though. So I could switch there. Volk then threatens him pretty severely with blasting out some Bug Buzzes. He has to do something else there. Because I don't really want to lose Tyranitar yet. If you guys feel me there. Volcarona still has a lot of use against his team. Yeah, I think that's probably the right play. Just playing for the miss and playing for him not having Focus Blast is way too greedy. He's going to have one of those things. So yep, we're going to do this. Yeah, like that would have been a very dead Tyranitar. And the nice thing is that if somehow he kills my Volcarona... which is looking a lot more likely now that that happened. Also, the problem is that Volcarona gets absolutely shredded by Psyshock. taking a bunch of health off of Reuniclus might be worth losing Volcarona, because it clears up Infernape to really just mop up some of his team. So I think I'm going to Bug Buzz just to prevent him from doing anything fancy. Like, he kills me with Psyshock. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure he took some damage. I don't know what Mantine is going to do. It could have Scald, Roost. He still has Light Screen up, so I wasn't really going to do any damage to him. I think he forgot, and I'm going to be honest, I did too. So eventually, right, I have Hidden Power Ground, which could actually hurt Mantine a bit more than it expects, because it expects to resist both my moves. I could go Tyranitar, and I could try to trap this thing. So I could go Tyranitar and just click Banded Crunch, expecting him to switch into Hippowdon, which isn't bad, honestly, and I think I might do that. Yeah, that lets me bring in Tyranitar and not reset Sand, because I'd rather not have Sand up, honestly, just because it hurts my team. Yeah, as long as we don't get burned here, we're just going to go for Banded Crunch. Okay, say that's kind of a big ask. Let me just Calc Pursuit on this thing real quick. Hold up. It might freeze for a sec while my computer opens the internet because it's not that great. Bad Wi-Fi, apartment life, all that. So we're going to see if Pursuit will take this thing out from Banded Tyranitar. I'm pretty sure we're looking at like specially defensive, but let's just look physically. So depends is the answer. If he switches out and we're just gonna crunch. Yeah. So the reason we're crunching is because I think that's a 2-hit KO on a Hippowdon, because I'm banded. Yes. And if I pursued and killed Mantine, then he's able to get in Hippowdon and just start healing up, and I didn't want that to be possible. So I'm going to remove that threat. I take some Helmet, but that's fine. Tyranitar doesn't need any health to check Reuniclus. Cool, Conkeldurr. This is Skarmory's entire job. Skarmory exists on this team to stop Conkeldurr from killing everything. Interesting. Is he not Flame Orb? Okay, cool, he is. Now this guy hurts a lot more than usual, and he's making my Brave Birding him a lot less fun than I originally thought it would be. I still think I might go for that, though. Just to do a bit of damage. Oh, the critical hit. That, that's the second time my Skarm has kind of just won me a game that looks kind of dicey by critting through a defense boost. Yeah, this thing is no threat unless it sets up like 3 Dragon Dances, so we're just going to Whirlwind to prevent that from happening. Yeah. We're going to blow you into Mantine. If we blow him into Reuniclus, because Reuniclus will have Trick Room. That's iffy. Yeah. So no use setting up spikes, and not much use healing either. I could Whirlwind to stop him from Calm Minding, but either way, Skarmory kills the other two, so if I can find a way to deal with Reuniclus, like just Brave Birding, I mean, he'll have Recover. He's probably Recover Trick Room 2 attacks, is my guess. If he's Calm Mind Trick Room 2 attacks, that's fantastic, but I don't know. I don't really need Infernape this game. That's what I'm seeing here. We've gotten his team to a point. Yeah. Gotten his team to a point where we don't need Ape. Because Starmie outspeeds and has 4 times super effective moves against his other 2. Blissey isn't terribly useful here. Just because Reuniclus kind of ignores it. If he Calm Mind, or if he Trick Rooms, though, I will throw Blissey in front of him just to burn out Trick Room turns. and then attempt to bring in Tyranitar after he kills Blissey, and just banded crunch this thing. Honestly, I'd probably banded Pursuit, because getting it low lets me then bring in Volcarona or Starmie. Let me see, because it might come down to how much damage Starmie will do to Reuniclus. Just to make sure, like, even the bulkiest Reuniclus, yeah, just dies to banded crunch. Max Fizz Death. Okay. Knowing that, I'm curious what he's calcing here. I need to check Starmie against that thing, though. Starmie. And I am 252 special attack, but I'm timid with leftovers. 2 Surfs does still 60-ish%. Depends on how much special defense investment he has. Most of these things have pretty high physical bulk, though. So, I could have bravered him again and hoped for the crit, but that's just very greedy. Yeah. Ooh, actually, Starmie is not a sweep. I kind of forgot about extreme speed. Yeah. Let me see how much that does to me. That could be a problem. At least we know he's not banded. GD, he could be adamant. Extreme speed. Yeah, I'm taking like 50% from that on Starmie, so Starmie is not going to be able to deal with that. And he should have extreme speed. Even with Dragon Dance, you should definitely run extreme speed. Well, that was going to be a really tricky endgame to work through there, but I guess we don't get to see that. Let me try to find another with this team, just to show off a little bit more. So yeah, the point was to show off Infernape. He excels at breaking through defensive teams. If I played him a little better there, I could have smashed that guy up a little better. So yes, the mixed attacker means that Hippowdon, which will normally wall a fully physical Infernape, just gets absolutely shredded. I don't think Grass Knot one-shots it, but 2 of them definitely does. And it'll usually go for Stealth Rocks in your face because it doesn't expect to be threatened and expects you to U-turn out. Or, it's switching into... Well, actually, Hippowdon is very heavy. Maybe, actually. It depends. A full Fizz Def might die. Okay, cool. So, he has a Blissey. Dies to Ape. He has a Cofagrigus, which takes about just over 50% from Overheat, so it can't take 2. If we find out it's not Scarf Hydreigon, Infernape is great, but, why would you ever? So what we want to do is we just want to get Stealth Rocks up and get Tyranitar into Trap this Blissey. Once that's done, Volcarona at +1 with Rocks, one-shot everything besides Conk, but does so much to Conk that it's basically a one-shot. Okay. So that's the game plan here. Get Rocks up, Trap Blissey. This is eventually just going to be a Dugtrio because as fun as it is to use Tyranitar, and I love Tyranitar, I mean, when you're using it as a trapper to remove Pokemon for Volcarona, Dugtrio is, of course, just basically the best trapper. Okay, I'm going to lead... He's probably going to lead Hydreigon, right? So, I lead Ape. Oh, okay. So, this could be Specs, and it could be Trick. However, it could be Trick Specs, actually. And switching to Blissey is crazy obvious. That being said, I'm going to do it anyway, because there's also a very good chance that he's Scarf. If he goes for an attacking move here, okay, cool. So, I think he is Trick Specs, then. This was supposed to be a Chansey. I still need to put in a ticket, because it was supposed to be an Impish 252 Chansey, but somewhere during the EV training, I looked away for a second and it evolved. I wonder if this is Dragon Dance as opposed to Mixmance. I could Seismic Toss it right now. I mean, I have Starmie in the back. If it starts Dragon Dancing, I'll go to Skarmory. So yeah, I'm just going to Rocks here. Cool. This is super fine for me. This kind of confirms that it's Mixmance. and that he didn't want to take unnecessary Life Orb damage, and potentially a Toxic on top of that. Toxic on Conk would have hurt him a bit. So now, here's what we're looking at. He could Thunder Punch, he could Drain Punch. I still think I like Skarmory either way, because it gives me some of that necessary damage for Volcarona. And, yeah. He's going to be taking Burn plus Helmet. I mean, he could be Bulk Up again, but that's pretty uncommon, because most Conkeldurr are running Burn Orb. You don't really want to be bulking up with a Burn Orb on. So we get our Helmet, we get our Burn. And this is where I could Brave Bird and just say, okay, I am trading my Skarmory for your Conkeldurr. And that's really tempting, actually. Ooh. The other option is I could Roost. If I Roost, though, and he hits me with Drain Punch, it'll hurt a bit. But I could Roost as he goes for Thunder Punch, and that would be very good for me. I think I might try to Roost on the Thunder Punch, and then hit him with Brave Bird. Okay, cool. Even better, we get to get back up to full HP. He gets a special attack raise. So the download boosts are going to be based off of your opponent's weaker defense. So because my Infernape is hasty, he got stats. Yes, because even though I'm hasty, but hasty is minus defense, yeah. So he got physical attack off of Ape, but he obviously gets special off of Scarm. I don't know what this thing does to Blissey. Like, it has to reveal Trick here. So he knows I'm going Blissey. If he has Trick, he does it. But if he tricks, then I know that he's no longer Scarf, if that's what he was. Oh. Okay. That works too. I'm still going to assume he's choiced. Like, I could calc it to see if that's specs or anything, but I honestly just don't care enough to. I'm going to Seismic Toss. If Salamence comes in, it takes an insane amount of damage. If this thing stays in, like, I'll just heal next turn, and if Conk comes in, Conk takes way too much damage. Cool. Salamence comes in, takes his 25. Like, if this is Dragon Dance, and he just switched out the first time expecting T-Wave, which also, like, a decent option. Ooh, it is lefties. It could be Dragon Dance. That's quite fair. It could be bulky, or it could be Dragon Dance. I mean, at this point, I don't really have a good switch out. I could put in Starmie. Like, I could throw a Starmie in front of him. So, let's see what I would take from... So, yeah, he's not going to be Outrage, but I think I die to a +1 Dragon Claw. Alternatively, I just take my toss. Okay, cool. Yeah. It's just defensive utility elements, which I think is an incredible set, and I wanted to run on mine, and then Garchomp was released, and I think that really hurts the viability of it. But, you know, it's still a set that's worth knowing about. Cool. The issue is that now that I'm not afraid of him setting up Dragon Dances on me, I'm just going to keep slapping away, because the rocks just needed to weaken Salamence. Like, I no longer need Stealth Rocks for Blissey to clean up his team, or for Volk to clean up his team. Okay, cool. Again, I'm just getting Leftovers recovery, and that's good information to know. Fire Blast would probably be a decent move on this set. Like, if I were to make this set, it would be Roost, Defog, Fire Blast, Earthquake. So, this is where I really wish that instead of Aromatherapy, which I do like, I really wish my Blissey had Toxic. I mean, they're all great moves, right? This team could... When I have Dugtrio will have Rocks, so most likely I will switch this over to... Yeah, I'll probably switch over to Toxic on Blissey in that case. Because, like, if I have Toxic on Blissey, like a normal Blissey, this guy's thing is kind of toast. But yeah, I'll just get my Rocks up again. Nice. Okay, now we have rocks. I don't know why you would switch Blissey there, but we're going to try to switch to our Tyranitar and eat this thing up. Let's go. Operation Not a Real Trapper has commenced. So I made my Tyranitar male so I can tell them apart. The problem is that means that if someone knows me, they can see my Tyranitar's male and know it's not my Scarftar, it's my Banded Tar. Oh well. So this thing could be Earthquake, but because it's probably defensive, I'm just going to throw off a Stone Edge anyways. Well, actually, I really don't want to miss. I think I'm just going to Crunch, because Crunch, 1000%. Or I'll just Pursuit. Pursuit shouldn't kill him if he stays in, though, because he has shown himself to be bulky. And I don't, like, Salamence is not a threat, so I don't need to Pursuit it. I should have gone for Stone Edge. Oh, wait. I mean, it's fine. Like, the chances that I miss Stone Edge are really high. And because of Roost, he's not going to die to it. Oh, I've got Rock Slide. Okay, so yeah, Crunch was better for me there. Boy, I will stall you out of Roosts. Okay, I guess we're going to do this dance for a little bit. I need some extra timer, so that's fine with me. Oh, hey, it looks like we haven't really skipped any frames. Eventually, I could get a defense drop, which should be great. Okay, cool. He decides to trade this thing for that. That's fine. Volk actually probably could have set up in his face. And if I'm not Banded T-Tar there, I don't do this, right? So what he did was the correct play. If I'm anything besides Banded Tar, he can just start setting up. So I haven't seen many Hydreigon run Focus Blast, just being honest. It gets it. I'm not disputing that, but I'm just saying I've almost never seen it. U-turn makes a bunch of sense, but I have such an advantage against this team that I'm going to go Blissey in case it is, because even if it is Scarf U-turn, right? He goes to Conkeldurr, I just go to Skarmory. So it's really a no-lose play. Okay. This is not a set I've ever seen. However, it does mean that Infernape kind of cleans up his team. Well, Porygon could still be Scarf. I'm just going to get Rocks again. Okay, cool. So it's Work Up Superpower. That's fine. Oh. But also... So I could go Ape and just click Close Combat and watch something die, which is appealing. The other option is I go Volcarona and I click my win button and he brings in Blissey and I go Tar. But no, we're going to get rid of those shenanigans. No reason not to. Well, the reason could be his last Pokemon, which I'm going to be honest, it's been so long since Team Preview, I've completely forgotten. U-turn would kill him at this point, so like he probably has to switch out on U-turn. No, we're just going to CC. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I realize my problem now. I didn't pay attention in Team Preview. I don't know what this thing's going to do to me, though. So I'm just going to overheat. Yeah, like, that's the thing. I'm not Will-O-Wispable. And I'm not at all afraid of Cofagrigus. Now, Ape is faster than his team, but I have to U-turn out versus a lot of them. Conkeldurr is an odd play. Because I could U-turn, right? But if he Mach Punches... There's not... why would you Mach Punch here? Yeah, I'll just take my extra chip. Like, the issue is that I take some Life Orb damage. But we're going to go back to this guy, and now spikes seem pretty cool. Because Hydreigon can never set up on me now. I could heal again, or I could spikes. I think I'll spikes. Just because he has a Blissey and a Cofferegus. I don't want Cofferegus to keep coming in for free. Yeah, so he Drain Punches there because if I Roost, then I would take double damage from that. Here's the problem. Do I die to Mach Punch? I don't remember. So I'm just gonna go Starmie. I think I probably died to Mach Punch there. Oh, cool, I could have healed. But now I have this thing in versus Cofferegus. So I'm going to just drop a Surf. Yeah, that seems like the right play. Well, he could go Hydreigon. But Hydreigon doesn't want to take Surf into Ice Beam. So yeah, if we can just weaken this guy a little bit. Oh, nice. Very nice. I still want Starmie to have some HP to deal with. Oh, he's Rocky Helmet too. Because he didn't heal, and those are really the only items you ever run on that guy. Starmie doesn't pose any sort of endgame threat, because Ape is still my Hydreigon answer, and now my Cofferegus answer, and also Blissey. Ape is looking ready to clean up the endgame. I could just Surf here. Might as well. Yeah. He'll go to Blissey, take some chip, maybe heal up, maybe rocks. Don't know what he's going to do. Doesn't really matter to me at this point. Because even if he goes Conkeldurr on Tyranitar, he takes Sand, Burn, and Spikes, which then means I just switch to Scar when he dies if he touches me. He could switch to Hydreigon and try to do his workup business. Ooh, that's a question mark from me there, buddy. I'm baited. This guy's got to get out of here, so I really just want to pursue him. I don't have my Calc up right now, but this should kill. And then if he ever brings back in Cofferegus... Oh, no, it doesn't. He's at 16%. Although Blissey is now functionally dead. And, so T-Tar could kill this thing, but I want to set up on it. Fine. I will also kill this thing. Because you are Fizdef, but I am also banded. I no longer need to set up with Volcarona. So yeah, I'll let him kill me. Dragon Pulse, I should live that. Yeah. Take Life Orb, take Sand, take this Pursuit. And I'm just going to click Bug Buzz 3 times and win the game. I mean, alternatively, because this is an Infernape video, I could bring in Infernape and click Close Combat. Sure, right? Infernape video. Let's do it. But yeah, the point of this is Ape helps break through defensive cores where I don't have the great ability to just bring in, or like to clean up a threat in Volcarona sweep. Like this guy never really brought his Blissey in, which is fine. I'd like another U-turner on the team to kind of force U-turn in a like Dugtrio on something. Okay. Sure, Ape video, click Ape. Right? Moral of the story. We're just gonna close combat. And then if Conkeldurr comes in, he threatens to Mach Punch me. Yeah, no reason to mess around here. I take like 75%. Yeah, so we'll die to Mach Punch. And a naive Infernape might not. So that's something to be said for naive Infernape. But also, like, at this point it's over. Okay, cool. He's going to let me get that finish with Ape. Yeah, I really do like Infernape right now. Thanks for whoever suggested the video. I'll make sure to make a comment at the beginning of this. Or mentioned that I should do an Infernape Spotlight. He's also a really good Stealth Rocker. The thing I thought is that if I'm ever in a matchup where I know they're going to switch and I don't want to stay in and try to hit something on the switch. I'd rather U-turn than rocks and just U-turn into a more favorable position, like maybe a position where I can then rocks and kill them with Sash Dugtrio. Lots of things that could turn into. But yeah, way to go, Infernape. That looks like it's going to be the end of that one. And hope this showed some ways of using Infernape. He's a good lead. He's great against Swampert, which is pretty common, but as soon as I put Grass Knot on him, I've never seen one. I don't know if this is a perfect EV spread by any means, but I definitely think that a mixed presence on Infernape is great. So other good options are Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch means that Tentacruel can no longer wall you like it normally would, same with Starmie. So, decent option. A Choice Band set hits harder, but I don't think is necessary. Scarf is really cool. Scarf makes 8 faster than basically any other normal Scarfer, and his moves are quite good at that. Like you see, in that case, Porygon-Z, but Hydreigon is very commonly Scarfed, so Scarf Close Combat definitely deals with them. It would deal with Minshao. But yeah, lots of uses for him. Very versatile Pokemon. I think you'll be seeing a bit more of Infernape going forward. All right, that's it for me, guys. See you in the next one.